Hold on, I'm fixing the camera. It wouldn't stay in one spot. I don't know why I was doing that, but it wouldn't stop. If it stays still, I can do the freaking thing. Okay. Y'all get way excited too much. And I don't want to say too much because it's not all the time that I'm excited. Remember, I was telling you about the whole gay thing or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Everybody listens to music, so that means everybody's. Okay, well, this one is a little bit different. I actually get excited because of the way somebody made me feel. And sometimes people don't even have to excite me. I can have a great imagination, start thinking about something, and I'm like really, really excited. But however, as growing up, I had to realize that, you can get too excited and you can cause problems. You can turn heads because you're too loud. When you start getting excited about something like you see in some of my videos. I know y'all have watched some of my videos. See, look, I just got excited just now, so I stumbled while I was trying to pronounce certain words, and it came out gibber just like now. It comes out gibber jabbish, if that's a word, or it'll just come out like extremely fast. You can hear me, but you don't hear me. I don't know what that is. That's annoying. I swear to God, it's making me mad. Um, but I can get like really excited. Say for instance, I might see someone that I think is really attractive and I won't approach them, but I will have so many visions in my own head that it would be really exciting. And I know I need to calm down because that person may not feel the same way that I do, and it may be an insult or it might be displeasing to them. And I have to be responsible enough to know how to respond to a person if they are like that, or not to just say anything at all, because those things may need to be, just kept to yourself. I definitely keep them to myself. So, I mean, I'm not sure how you deal with them. Some people are straightforward and will let a person know that they really find them attractive or whatnot, or if that nature, whatever, things happen. So I don't really consider myself wanting to stop being me and stop being excited and being happy because something made me excited. But I do know when it's time to wrap things up and get your mind under control, your thoughts and your actions, because you can say a lot of things verbally that actually may be insulting to another person, and it may not be insulting to you. Sometimes your compliments may be an insult, and everybody else can clearly see that it was an insult. But just kind of watch what you say. Some people need that type of training, I would have to say, but I definitely would start thinking about ways that would get you to not be so excited but still be happy. Like for instance, okay, so this one time, um, I got so excited about receiving some unemployment benefits because I didn't have to work anymore because I was always working. So I finally got a break and I got some unemployment benefits at one time, and they were giving me portions of the money that I have made throughout my years, and they like broke it down by the week like they usually would do. And before you know it, like I'm like, okay, this is like my first time just sitting back and have someone just bring me money, and I'm making it myself. So I actually got carried away, didn't even know that, how much they were giving me until I started, just spending it, and buying things here and buying things there, but not realizing that I could be using that for something else totally different that would not have me in this situation wondering what happened to what I had. you know. Um, I definitely got too excited and that ended up happening. So I ended up having to wait a whole nother few more weeks in order for me to get back to where I was before I realized how much money I actually just like received and just like paid for different type of things when I could have done something else different. I mean, what I was doing with it was not tremendously horrible. It's just that, if I'd it could have been a tad bit better, but I'm working. I was working as I was doing it. So I mean, not working like a job. I mean, like I was working on doing things I needed to do with it, with the currency, but not realizing how much. Bless me. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know why I sneeze. Oh, I kind of do know why. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, anyway, so back to what I was saying. Um, I would not, well, I can't say I would not. All I can say is that I would probably, okay, I would definitely think about something that would get you out of that moment right then and there so you can get back to your humble self, like your normal self, so you won't be seeming like you're doing literally too much that's going to get you like caught up in something that you don't really necessarily want. So, for instance, if I see someone attractive that I think is really hot and I actually wanted to say that to that person and I wasn't sure if that person would take it in a way that I had actually wanted it to be taken, it could go sour. So I immediately start thinking about that person responding in a negative way and me not feeling as happy as I did when I first delivered the message. You see, I think about that. Or I think about maybe, my friend has a drink and she offered me something and he offered me something. And I know that those are two really strong alcohols and I could take it knowing that I'm not a drinker, knowing that it only takes a little bit to get me kind of like, I can ruin it and drink it and cause a scene, or knowing that I know I don't drink and knowing that I know when to be careful how much I drink. But still, I'm just saying, like anything could happen if you don't start thinking about what can if you're not careful about the certain actions that you make in life. So always kind of like think about that. That's like really, really important. Um, And I honestly think about things like that all the freaking time. Just like music, when people go down to certain places and they decide that they want to play some music and it's really loud, but they have a speaker and somebody is walking or going, sitting on a porch or they're in someone's neighborhood, perhaps, and they start thinking like, okay, this is my song and I want to turn this song up and it might disturb somebody, but I don't care. I'm gonna play it anyway. I don't do that. Like, start thinking about, oh, somebody might say, what's that loud noise? Blah, 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 blah. Some people don't care about other people's things, or things. See, I got excited again. Some people don't care about other people's thoughts and opinions, but I do because I don't want anyone to think anything that I wouldn't think of myself. Because why would you put a name for yourself that you just know that that's not who you are as a person? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely start looking in towards thinking about things that will make you calm down before you get a little bit too obligated to continue doing what you should not be doing because you're not going to be pleased with the results later. So definitely think about that. Uh, I remember what was it? Oh yeah, I remember when my brother and I went on a vacation. We went to Washington D.C. It was my oldest brother. We went to Washington D.C. and not my oldest brother. This is Charles, the one that I'm a year apart from. So we went to Kings Dominion. It was me, it was my grandma, it was my cousin Calvin, it was my aunt Sandra, it was my cousin Calvin's fiance, which is his wife now, and I think her sister, and it was somebody else. And then we went to Kings Dominion, so we found out that Chris Brown and Rihanna was at Kings Dominion, and me and my brother was on like a roller coaster. We was getting ready. We were in the roller coaster line, waiting to get on, and then out of the middle of nowhere, we hear all this noise in the background. Sorry, the camera dropped off. So we hear all this noise in the background, and we're like, wait, where is all that noise coming from? And then next thing you know, we heard somebody say, "This Chris Brown, Rihanna." Because I seen a school of fish, like literally a whole bunch of people walking and going one area, and they're running, and I'm like, why is everybody going over there? What is it? I knew it was somebody famous or something. So then it ended up being Chris Brown and Rihanna. So they got on a roller coaster ride. Yes, they stopped everybody that was in line waiting to get on that roller coaster. We waited over 2 hours for that roller coaster ride. And then soon as when it was time for me and my brother to get on, here comes Chris Brown, Rihanna. And I was so freaking excited because I believe that was the first time I've ever in my life seen a celebrity. And I think, wait, was it Clay Aiken first or was it Chris Brown, Rihanna? I'm not sure which one it was, but I used to go to church a lot, and we used to go to this Winterfest concert that they had in North Carolina. So we used to go to the Coliseum, and I used to go to the Winterfest concert, and I used to always see like Christian celebrities. Like they weren't like well known, but they were well known. It was like I think New Day or something like that or whatever. But anyway, back to what I was saying. We're seeing Chris Brown, Rihanna, so I got really excited, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Chris Brown, it's Rihanna. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I was so excited. But my brother, and I was younger too, but my brother was so embarrassed of how excited I was because I was acting a little bit out of character, but it wasn't out of character in a bad way. It was out of character like how I just demonstrated. I was like, yes, this is Rihanna, Chris Brown. Oh my gosh. And I kept saying the name over and over again. And I was jumping up and down and I was smiling so hard and I was really excited. And my brother was like, Chris, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. They regular people, Chris. They regular people. And I'm like, yeah, they are, but it's Chris Brown, Rihanna. Hello. We've been at home for years listening to these people on the radio. We've never came out the house and saw a celebrity. Of course, I'm going to be excited when I see two celebrities. So I calmed down because I felt like, but he wasn't mad at me. He was just, okay, I got cut off, but he wasn't mad at me, but he was kind of shocked because I was like really, really excited and we were just like calm and humble. So I had calmed down. So knowing to calm down, my brother helped me calm down when I did that. I know how to act in public. So I know when enough is enough. So just, you get too excited about something and you're always hearing somebody say something about, I wish you would think about doing something else, or you felt like your presence isn't, welcome somewhere. Try to think about what you're doing as a person, or just leave or isolate yourself. Let cut off again. Let other. I got cut off, so I'm going to end this video and just leave it just like that. I'm done. Okay, just start thinking about things that is going to make you get back in line. Start thinking. Bye.